Hello everybody, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video, and today I'm going to be going over what I feel like the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku Kaioken card could be. Clearly he's STR. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that by now. I did not have to write that down. We know some information of his, we just don't know everything. So I'm going to be speculating on what I feel like he could actually turn out to be. So let's jump right into it. Right here, as you see, his stats are pretty good. I decided to go with the 777 type of thing because, you know, they kind of like throwing that around sometimes. Plus, given that this Goku's active skill requires representative of Universe 7 category allies, I feel like that 777 is, you know, almost a shoo-in kind of. It would also help with his attack stats. So, I do not have DBZ space open. Let's actually open DBZ space real quick right here. I already had it pulled up basically. And if you look at attack stats, his attack stat would be the highest in the game for non-Extreme Z Awakened units, which is very good. It's higher than Future Gohan's and Cooler's, which is very high, honestly. So this Goku is going to be hitting pretty hard already, since the reason I gave him that high of an attack stat is because they said he will be an attack focused character. So I feel like most of his passive will be focusing on him putting out a lot of damage. So let's move on to his leader skill. Right here. Oh wait, one last thing. So his defense. I gave him 9,777 defense, which most of the recent Dokkan Fest have gone around 10k at minimum. The reason I did this is because I feel like, since they're going to make him so attack based, they might take a little away from his defense. So taking away from his defensive stat itself would definitely, like, I'd say probably hurt it a little bit. But so oh yeah, I was a little okay, let's just move on. Let's move on. So his leader skill, representatives of Universe 7 or Universe Survival Saga, Ki +3, HP plus 130%, attacking defense plus 170%. So, a lot of people are expecting a new leader skill. At the same time, I'm on the fence about it because his active skill does require representatives of Universe 7 category allies. And while they are on the Universe Survival Saga team, not all of them are. So there's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, there's the Universe 6 Dokkan Awakenings. No, they're from the movie heroes actually, huh? Dang. Yeah, that's weird. They're from movie heroes. I thought they would be from Universe 6. But it is from the movie. Actually, yeah, that's the mistake I made in that other video. I said they were movie heroes. They should have been movie heroes when they actually were. It's my bad. But there's, you know, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is basically the biggest one. There's also that Int Piccolo, but I don't think, like, he would really be, like, a big character to call out, you know? I mean, maybe he gets an easy A or something, but I'm just saying, like, that Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, that AGL one, he's very, very good. And he's basically this guy's best linking partner. So the fact that he isn't on Universe Survival Saga, and his active skill requires representatives of Universe 7 category allies, I feel like it's a good chance that this Goku will get a double leader skill for that. The only thing is that with like every single Dokkan Fest that's come out, a new categories came out. Even with like Hit last year, he came out with the new Universe 6 category, even though it wasn't big. But I feel like, you know, there's always an off chance that could just be this. It could be a new category. Like I saw, like, the Truth point out, he said the Spirit Bomb collectors, Spirit Bomb helpers, something like that. I forgot exactly what he said, but that would be a good category as well. The thing is that I feel like very heavily, since they made this guy Kaioken, and if they don't change the AGL in one's name, I feel like it's very, very likely that this guy is going to be a representative of the Universe 7 category, or he could bring a new category which also fits the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken in there. And then along with the stats boost, this is basically the best one. I know that Android 13 got this for Androids and target Goku right here. Attacking defense 70%, HP 130%. I kind of like this split better. It's nice seeing the high HP, but the defense being 170% will definitely help this entire team. I feel like, and the attack 170%. HP isn't as important because if you could just tank everything with your defense, like if you could take like less damage than usual with your defense, that less HP won't matter. But you can say the same about taking more damage but having more HP. I feel like it's more dangerous to have less defense and more HP than more defense and less HP, because you can take like 0 damage every time with less HP, but then with higher HP you could always take like, wait, no, with opposite. You guys know what I mean, right? I feel like this is the best split for it. And Representatives Universe 7 also does not have a TOR leader. It only has the LR, Goku, and Frieza, which I feel like if it got a TOR leader, it would make that team a lot better, especially since the team doesn't have a good STR unit. So this guy is definitely the best fit for it. I feel like he's definitely going to be really revolved around that team specifically. So let's move on. His super attack buff. I feel like they won't give him greatly raising attack. They could very easily give him greatly raising attack. But in my build, I feel like it would be, well, they could give him greatly raising attack. It could be greatly raising attack. I'm on the fence about it as well. It's because his active skill, man. Like, greatly raising attack with an active skill that also buffs the allies 30% for a turn. I feel like that's just way too good. That's like definitely better than STR Cooler, no doubt about it. Especially since its active skill could be activated. It has no turn restriction. So I believe it has no turn restriction, but you just need HP and then Representative of Universe 7 allies. We'll get into that later, but it's a very good active skill. Definitely, I was underrating it a little when I first saw it. It's a very good active skill for the teams he's going to be on, anyways. He causes immense damage while sacrificing 5% HP. Now, people may see that HP sacrifice and then they'll be like, "Oh no, I don't want that." But his active skill wants him to be on lower health. So, the faster you get on lower health, the easier you can get his active skill, which is another reason why the leader skill could be instead defense 130%, because you want to get lower HP, but I don't know if they'll make it that easy because of how good it is. I feel like they'll only give it the 5% HP reduction, so that I feel like that's better than making the leader skill 130% defense, because that affects the whole team basically, and like you take more damage overall than just losing 5% HP, honestly. Like if the whole team was 130% defense than 170%. And him plus Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, you lose like 10% HP per turn. But like I said, you're getting the active skill will be like, what, like 2-3 times easier, honestly, if you like go to lose the HP. And even then, it's not that, it's like a nice amount of health, like around like what, 40 to 50k maybe. But you know, the active skill is really good. Especially how I build it with this build, it's going to be hitting very, very hard. So that's why I feel like they're only going to give him raising attack normally. Plus, another part of his passive is basically, you'll see what I mean. If you see his passive right here, you'll understand why I only gave him greatly, why I didn't give him greatly raising. I feel like that would be just absolutely insane if they did, because of all the things that he does. I made him with STR Cooler in mind, honestly, because all the recent Dokkan Fest have basically been kind of like the same type of Dokkan Fest. So like they've been a support, but then they also are a hard hitter, and then they could also just become a really, really hard hitter without supporting. So let's scroll down here. I put his passive and active skill requirements because we know what both of them do already. So for his passive, I feel like he's going to get a flat attack and defense plus 100%. I believe STR Cooler has 100% flat, Future Gohan has 100% flat, and then Android 13 has 100% flat. So unless they make this Goku like different from those guys, I feel like he's just gonna start off with 100%, because like that's the trend that we've been seeing from like these super good TUR Dokkan Fest. I feel like Android 13, Future Gohan, and STR Cooler are basically like, honestly, I feel like they might be like, they're easily top 10 Dokkan Fest. Like STR Cooler is definitely the best. I feel like Future Gohan is easily top 5. AGL 13, he's a little weaker than them. I feel like he's definitely top 10. I don't think he's top 5 because there's Janemba, Golden Frieza, and Super Vegito all up there as well. I feel like SDR cooler, Super Vegito, Golden Frieza, Janemba, and then Future Gohan are up there. Omega, you could slide in there as well. Like I wouldn't disagree if you wanted to say Omega is better than Future Gohan. Oh, well, I would disagree a little because I feel like Future Gohan is more versatile than Omega because Omega is really good in Super Battle World, but Future Gohan is good in all the modes. So pick your poison. So right here, performs an additional attack which has a high chance to become a super attack. So basically, he does an additional which has a 50% chance to become a super. It could be just a normal 30% chance as well. I'll be fine with that, like the same as Cooler. But I gave him a high chance because he doesn't really get guaranteed crits. But well, you'll see. So I'll explain everything when I'm done. So that's basically why I didn't give him greatly raising attack, as well as below. So when HP is 60% or above, Universe Survival Saga category allies attack and defense plus 30%, which we've seen STR Cooler give transformation boost 30%. We've seen Future Gohan give what category was it? Oh yeah, a Master and Student Bond 1 key and 30%. We've seen Android 13 give 2 key and 30% to Android Saga, Android category allies before they transformed, of course. And this guy, I feel like he doesn't need to give key at all because, well, obviously they'll have the tournament power link. The only thing is that there are very few units that don't have the tournament power link, but this Goku's links are going to be so good anyways that I don't think it matters that he doesn't need to give him key at all. Not at all. So when HP is 59% or below, which is his active skill territory, he gets 7% attack per representative of Universe 7 category ally on the team. So right here, with his active skill, you can get that 100% and then another 49%. Because it includes himself as well. So that's 149% attack. And then if we go down to his active skill, he wants 3 or more representative of Universe 7 category allies on the team, besides himself. So basically that's how you get his active skill. And when you get that activated, he raises allies attack by another 30% for 1 turn. So that covers up, like at least for one turn, the turn that you want the active skill. That covers up the 30% that would go missing for his 30% buff to Universe Survival Saga. And he would even cover like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, who's not in the Universe Survival Saga leader skill. So I feel like I kind of designed him a little well, honestly. On top of that, that 30%, I believe it's calculated separately, just like B-Pan's active skill, and I believe Broly's active skill is the same. So this Goku is going to be hitting very, very hard. Like, I feel like overall that stat boost will be over 200% on an active skill. It's going to be hitting, like, honestly, as hard as the LR Super Saiyan 4s. The damage, the sheer damage that this active skill is going to generate is going to be, like, make it the best active skill in the game, in my opinion. Because it does ultimate damage and it does B-Pan. There is the HP restriction, of course, but, like, it's not super hard to get under 59% HP, especially if you have HP like reducers like him or Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. It makes it only easier. This guy, like, if he's like this, I feel like he'd even one-shot like some Super Battle World enemies, honestly. Especially if he's facing a Universe Survival Saga category enemy, which makes his attack effective against all types. I gave him that because I feel like he needed one more little push. It could have been Realm of Gods as well, but I feel like Universe Survival Saga is basically the best bet for it. I definitely wasn't going to give that 2 categories, because I feel like with all he does already, he doesn't need, like, he already raised his attack, he gets an additional, he gets more attack, he gets support, and then his active skill gives everyone attack, but he also gives himself 7% attack when it's under 59% HP. I feel like if I made it like Universe Survival Saga or Realm of Gods, that would be like overdoing it, honestly. Like, I want to make him really good. I feel like this guy is very comparable to STR Cooler, and STR after this guy comes out is going to be really insane. I feel like STR after this guy comes out, like as a typing, is going to be second in the game, right behind AGL. I still feel like AGL is better, but I feel like STR is like second. So if I had to rate him real quick, AGL, STR, Tech, Int, and then physical. That's what I feel like would be the typing order. STR has become really, really, really powerful now. There's been a lot of powerful STR Dokkan Fest. Namagoku, STR Cooler, and this Goku's coming out. They're all STR. Very insane. And then there's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. His Extreme Z Awaken came out. We have Xeno Goku. We have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So many good options, man. And that STR Kaba is going to awaken. And the STR Hit. Now that's going to be really good. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like I built this guy so that he covers all the bases. As you see, I gave him like almost no defensive buff from his passive except from his support, which I feel like unless they can make it 40% attack, which I don't feel like they're going to do that. They could make it 40% attack to Universe Survival Saga and no defense, but I feel like having just the 130% defense by himself, obviously like I feel like people are going overboard with him having less defense, because they were still very vague about what they said in the stream. Just because he's an attack focused character doesn't mean that he can't have some defensive capabilities. So I feel like he's gonna have at least like this 130% defense, just like every other unit. The only downside is that I do feel like he won't be as defensive as other units. What they could do if they really wanted to make him defensive is instead of that attack effective against all types, they could give him a high chance to dodge, which would work just as well. And honestly, if they give him that high chance to dodge with everything else right here, I feel like he's probably the best TR in the game. So I don't know if they want to release the best TR in the game global first. That's the only issue, which is why I'm not going like all the way out with him, like making him definitely better than STR Cooler. Because seeing how Android 13 came out as well, I don't know, we'll see. I just have a feeling that he probably won't be the best unit in the game. If he does, then I'll be very happy because obviously like I play global too sometimes, and it would be nice for global players to like get like the best unit in the game first. Well, the best 2 or at least. So that's this like basically the meatiest part. I feel like his passive. How long have I don't even know. It doesn't matter. I just stopped checking that. Okay, so his links, Super Saiyan, Warrior God, that's Super Saiyan, yes. Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Prepare for Battle, Tournament Power, and Fierce Battle. So, there's one thing that I feel like all these links are a shoo-in basically. The only thing that I feel like they could do, so they could possibly remove Prepare for Battle from him and give him Shocking Speed. The reason for that is they did the same for AGL God Goku. They did the same for that was STR God Goku they did it for. But also in Future Gohan, he does not have Prepare for Battle. STR Cooler, he does not have Shocking Speed, I believe. AGL 13, he does have the links. I don't know if he has Shocking Speed, however. We could check right here actually. Where's AGL 13? Right here. He might have Shocking Speed. I'm not sure. No, he does not have Shocking Speed either. He only has Fear and Faith. Which Fear and Faith is a good link, but it's not as good as Shocking Speed, honestly. So I feel like it's very, very, very plausible that they don't give this guy Shocking Speed. Prepared for Battle, and instead Prepare for Battle could easily be Shocking Speed, because that's what they do. They've been making these units insanely like super, super good, but they have been taking away Key Link to kind of like balance it out, I guess, because Key Links are really important. But with this guy, it definitely won't even matter, because having Orin or Flash and then just Shocking Speed instead and Tournament Power, that's enough for his team. Like all the teams he's gonna be on, that's more than enough, honestly. Like with all the top tier units he would link with, the only one that he would have trouble linking with would be AGL LR Gohan. From like what I'm thinking from like the top tier units, and I think Gold Bros as well. But other than that, like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, Killer Khalifa, what's it called, Goku and Frieza, he's gonna link with all 4 of those guys very well, and they're basically like in the top tiers of LRs of teams that he would be on. So yeah, of course his categories are just easily guessable. We know basically what his categories are gonna be unless he brings in a new one. So Goku Family, Tournament Power, Kamehameha, Full Power, Roma Gods, Representatives Universe 7, Universe Survival Saga, and of course he'll eventually get added to Master and Student Bond, because the other Blue Kaioken Goku is Well, there is a chance that they don't put him in there, but we could see. I feel like Ultra Instinct Goku is not on there, right? I feel like once he goes Ultra Instinct is when he gets away from, like, I guess you could say, like, he isn't really a Master Student. Well, he still has that Master Student bond, but like, he's not literally like training under Beerus and Whis. Like, when he goes Ultra Instinct, I feel like that's where, you know what I mean. Like, that's where he like kind of surpasses Beerus. I feel like Ultra Instinct is stronger than Beerus. So I feel like that's where he does surpass Beerus, which kind of gets rid of the Master Student bond aspect. He does have the bond, but he's not like, it's not like he's still training under them. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like he's still gonna keep it because he still has Blue Kaioken there, and he hasn't really surpassed him anyways. So yeah, this is what I feel like he could do. Of course, I could be completely wrong. Don't take any of this with facts. Clearly, it's a speculation video, but I'm sure most of you guys know this already. That's my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any ideas or critiques or anything, leave it in the comments below, and I'll look over it. And then you just speculate. It's fun to speculate with the community. There's probably gonna be like 20 people watching at the most. That's it though. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you all next time.